We're nearly 2 months into 2025 and the Pokemon market is an absolute fever pitch. But how do we get here? Today I want to discuss part 2 of my 2024 Pokemon Market Recap. If you missed part 1, you can click this link up here. You'll definitely want to watch that first before you watch this one. Because today we're going to be jumping right in where we left off. Stay tuned. While the focus for spring had been Sword and Shield booster boxes and the alt art singles, there was a Scarlet and Violet booster box already starting to move in late spring, early summer. Paldea Evolved had notably shot up from $110 in the spring to $128 just as the summer began. Investors waited anxiously for a reprint of the set, expecting more to hit the market in the fall. While there was a restock in early November, it seems to be boxes and cases from the original print run and not a true reprint. The market absorbed the new supply almost instantly, and the run for Paldea Evolved was on. During late November and December, Paldea Evolved booster boxes would skyrocket and end the year at just shy of $200, $195 per box, and over 2x move in a single year. Huge gains for a set that had once been sitting on the market for months with sub $95 boxes easily found. As Rudy's would say, the product doesn't change with time, it's instead our perceptions of the product that changes. The summer of 2024 truly was the calm before the storm. Summertime is often a low point in the yearly Pokemon cycle as everyone focuses on outdoor activities with family and friends. 2024 was no different and saw a lot of plateauing in the market, a lot of products just moving sideways. The Sword and Shield frenzy would die down for a while as we saw boxes that had just gone up in the spring move sideways through the summer. Most of the alt arts would follow suit, moving sideways or retracing a bit during these hot months of the year. Most of Scarlet and Violet would also follow suit, holding prices, but making little movement during the summer. There were some exceptions to this though, including Paldea Evolved and Twilight Masquerade mentioned in the part 1 video. Again, if you missed that, go check that one out. It does seem like the print run for Twilight Masquerade was smaller than preceding Scarlet and Violet sets. This combined with its unforeseen popularity were the likely culprits for the prices moving so quickly. August 2nd, 2024 would see the release of the latest specialty set, Shrouded Fable. Despite having a very cohesive spooky theme to the set and some amazing illustration rares of well-known Pokemon like Persian, Houndoom, and Horsea, the set was not well loved at its time of release. Most of the sealed product prices for this set would collapse over the next few months before starting its gentle rise into 2025. At the beginning of August, Scarlet and Violet 151 ETBs were $65. Little did anyone expect they would end the year over double this value. The 2024 Pokemon 151 Super Cycle, as I like to call it, was afoot. Over the next 4 months, almost all 151 products and singles would make huge moves. Booster pack prices would nearly double in a year, ending at around $10 per pack. Booster bundles would end up 75%, but the most surprising move of the sealed products was the Ultra Premium collection. These were $90 for a long time at Costco during the summer, and yet they ended the year off at $260, a massive almost 3x increase in such a short time. But it wasn't just the sealed product for 151 that was moving. The singles were also heating up at the same time. The obvious single everyone noticed was the Charizard Special Illustration Rare, which ended the year over $200, up 2x from its low. However, other 151 singles actually performed as good or better percentage-wise. Blastoise, Venusaur, and Zapdos, for instance, all doubled in value from their lows by the end of the year. Maybe most surprising was the huge surge in the price for the promo Mew and Mewtwo cards from the Ultra Premium collection, which clearly followed suit with the upward momentum of the sealed box. Mew's price increased by 400% and Mewtwo's by a whopping 800%. Granted, the prices were really cheap to begin with, so these prices are still not overall very high, but nonetheless, the percentage growth is incredible. September 13, 2024, the next mainline booster box set, Stellar Crown, was released. The set seemed to receive mixed reactions from the market. On the one hand, everyone loved the Squirtle and Bulbasaur illustration rares, which finally completed the line with the Obsidian Flames ETB promo Charmander. All 3 cards feature the other Pokemon Pidgey in their illustrations and have a cohesive illustration theme going for them. Squirtle and Bulbasaur would both end the year up quite a bit from their lows. But like Shrouded Fable, the set lacked any high-flying chase cards most collectors were itching for. To many's disappointment, despite the booster box having a picture of Lapras on the booster box, a Gen 1 favorite Pokemon, there was no Lapras SIR in the set. Terapagos is the biggest SIR in the set and released at a hot price, but spent the rest of the year losing its value in a typical pattern for singles. Even the incredible bull run for the Pokemon Market that began couldn't hold up this card. Stellar Crown's booster box did end the year at over $130, a 25% increase, but this is likely more due to the overall market exploding and the quick drying up of all products than it is the set itself being very strong. Just my 2 cents. Late September, early October seems to be the start of the bull market we are now experiencing. Many charts for sets and singles show prices beginning their explosive growth in this time. Paldea Fates, which was covered fully in part 1, began its move around this time. It's unclear what exactly started this overall market move, although I made a video last year on my own opinion, and I believe it's a combination of factors. But in any case, this is the time of year when kids go back to school and people start to shift their focus from their summer activities to some of their hobbies, their indoor hobbies. And so a small increase during this time of year is expected, but no one saw just how crazy the market would get in the following 2 months and how quickly things would move. October 30th, 2024, the Pokemon Company released the much anticipated Pokemon TCG Pocket App in the USA. It released a little sooner in other regions of the world. The app was a success almost overnight, with over 30 million downloads in the first 2 weeks. Users could open 2 virtual booster packs per day for free and use the cards to build decks and play a simplified version of the game. Pokemon took advantage of the cards living digitally in your phone and created special cards with interactive 3-dimensional settings. Overall, the app made collecting Pokemon cards and playing the game more accessible than ever before. There's no doubt in my mind that the success of this app has been at least partly responsible for the boom in the physical Pokemon trading card market that we would see flesh out in the next couple of months and leading into 2025. November 8th, 2024, the highly anticipated mainline booster box set Surging Sparks was released, featuring 11 SIRs including fan favorites like Pikachu, Latias, Hydreigon, and Melodic, and 23 illustration rares including fan favorites like Ceruledge and Latios. The set was an instant success. Many were calling it the strongest Scarlet and Violet set so far, excluding 151. Despite all of the hype building as early as September, pre-order pricing for this set a little over a month out was still the standard $90 to $115 a box we had seen for the past couple of years, depending on where you pre-ordered from. While this TCG player chart shows $115, there were many websites you could get boxes as low as $95 a box on pre-order. Even Pokemon Center exclusive Elite Trainer boxes were available for weeks online with little rush to acquire them. A stark contrast to today, where it's very hard to get an exclusive ETB when they drop for a new set, as they often sell out within minutes. However, in the last month leading up to Surging Sparks' release, the hype for the set would continue to increase, and more boxes would get pre-ordered, pushing the release day price up to around $160, the highest we'd seen for a set in a couple of years. Within 2 weeks, the booster box price would be $200. The Pokemon bull market was truly on at this point. In addition to the set being popular, the pull rates for SIRs were increased again, all the way up to 1 in 87 packs. This, combined with the number of SIRs made any single SIR almost 1 in 1,000 packs to pull. Combine this tough pull rate with the recent market boom starting, and it's no wonder the pre-order price for the Pikachu SIR of about $300 ended up being a deal, as the card quickly jumped up to over $400 and finished the year at $475. All of the chase cards and the sealed products would all increase through and beyond the end of the year, including the single pack price, which ended the year at over $650 a pack. Early November, blurry pictures for Evolution SIRs from an upcoming specialty set were leaked, and the market was intrigued, to say the least. As more information on Prismatic Evolutions, the upcoming Eevee theme set, poured in, the excitement in the Pokemon market reached a fever pitch. Pre-orders for Pokemon Center exclusive Elite Trainer box sold out in a couple of hours, much faster than ever before. These were then sold to others on pre-order for around $400, which is over 6 times the price from the Pokemon Center. The mass-produced normal Elite Trainer boxes began pre-ordering for over $100, a huge 81% over MSRP for the product. By the time of the set the release, people were purchasing pre-orders for an ETB for over $150, almost 3 times the normal price. Keep in mind, this product only has 9 packs, a promo card, and some sleeves and other things to use to play the game. It's a fairly small product and usually retails for around $55 or less, but most sets you're able to get these ETBs around $40 to $45, so selling at $150 at release is a pretty insane price. With the massive excitement for Prismatic Evolutions and the sudden explosion in price of Surging Sparks, the Pokemon market overall was absolutely on fire. Distributors began selling out of products across the board. Products that had sat stagnant for months were drying up rapidly at distributors. I have access to a wholesale program I pay for, and I remember within a month seeing the number of products offered shrink by probably around 80%. Booster boxes for Scarlet and Violet Base, Paldea Evolved, Obsidian Flames, Paradox Rift, and Temporal Forces evaporated almost overnight. Then other products began drying up too. At this point in 2025, there is little actual product available at distributors. It's wild to see and hard to wrap our mind around just how quickly the market moved and all this product was purchased and absorbed. Overall, 2024 was a pretty insane year for the Pokemon TCG. We saw massive moves in Sword and Shield booster boxes and alt arts in the first part of the year. These would go on to make another massive move at the end of the year. Scarlet and Violet sets were slept on for most of the year before rocketing up in value at the end. I don't think anyone saw this massive bull run coming. When we look back and reflect on the investments or collectibles we purchased in 2024, and how much they've appreciated, it can be easy to get cocky and think of ourselves as geniuses. After all, hindsight is 2020. But while I do believe in the long-term strength of Pokemon as a collectible and an investment, it's wise to remain grounded and have realistic expectations for growth going forward. Growth of these proportions never continue in any market forever. Be careful out there in 2025 with your purchases. Wisdom in what to buy, when, and what a good price point is will be much more critical in 2025 than it was in 2024. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed my 2-part series recapping the 2024 Pokemon market. If you enjoyed this type of video, please hit that like button and subscribe. You can hit that notification bell so you can be alerted when I drop another video. I have a lot of different types of content I release on this channel. I hope that this was a useful video for you. I would love to hear from you in the comment section. Please let me know what products appreciation in 2024 most caught you by surprise. And I'd love to hear about that. I hope you have an amazing day. We'll catch you later.